We live in an age where there are more streaming services than there are days of the week. In order to find what you want to watch, you need a flowchart, a team of accountants, just to keep track of what show is on each of these services, only to, once you finally get around to watching it, find out that it's been pulled unceremoniously very early or canceled or what have you. Or worst case, deleted entirely for some sort of tax write-off. Welcome, nerds, to the Clips channel. What you are about to watch is the TV news that happened this past week since the last time you were here. There is a larger video that this is a part of called The Week in Nerddom. You can go check that out over on the main channel, Generally Nerdy, and you get into all of the topics in that one video, so comic books and music and movies, etc., etc. Or you can just keep coming back here for these shorter versions, which come out a little bit later, so the stuff over on the main channel is going to be a little more up-to-date, a little more relevant, if you will. But either way, you're getting news, and that's the point, and this is the TV news, not like, I'm Tom Brokaw, and that's the way the cookie crumbles. Not that kind of news. We're talking TV news like TV shows and that kind of stuff. So, without any further ado, let's hit the news. So, this being the TV news, let's see what's worth the password hunt, if you will. Follow-ups and corrections this week. First off, we have Stephen King prequel series It, Welcome to Derry. They dropped a release window for the HBO release, so get ready for some creepy clowns. We have streaming ratings are in for August. If you care about which shows are winning the Great War, link will be down in the description. But the big follow-up, I feel like, this week is more Scrubs announcements. We now have official word that John C. McGinley has confirmed that he is going to be on the cast for the revival of Scrubs as well, meaning we will officially get Dr. Cox back to verbally abuse another generation of interns, and I couldn't be happier about it. New trailer this week, we have a season 2 for Landman, Taylor Sheridan's other show. This one stars Billy Bob Thornton and Demi Moore, and it looks like more rugged dudes doing rugged dude things, as is Taylor Sheridan's wont to do. And then regular ass news, we've got a big one that is sure to piss off purists of the Harry Potter franchise the world over. But let's talk about it. The remake of the Harry Potter is going to be a series. We know this. The first season, this is kind of TLDR, first season of the series on HBO Max is set to be the first book. So they are retelling the first book. New season of a show means we're getting somewhere in the neighborhood of probably 4 to 8, possibly even 10 episodes of said series, which means about an hour per episode. Likely, there's a lot more to do with that much time. Now, when this was initially announced, everyone was like, this is going to be awesome because now we can get into all of the nooks and crannies that we had to kind of gloss over for the movies, because it's a very different world between an hour and a half to do a movie and then 10 hours to do a TV show. The most recent report here is that they're now announcing a reinterpretation of sorts for this and not just getting into those deeper details like we were hoping. Apparently, just doing a faithful adaptation of a book is not good enough. They, of course, have to put their own spin on it. So far, the only thing that they have announced, but this is so far, the only things that they have announced that they're going to be changing are going to be changes to Lucius Malfoy and Cornelius Fudge, who were not in the movie, but also were not in the book. They were referenced in the book, but they were not actually in the book. This, very honestly, is the kind of creative hubris that drives fans nuts. And we have seen this a million times before. A new studio gets the rights to a property, and instead of just trusting the source material that made it popular to begin with, some executive somewhere just decides that they know better than the original author, and they change something. It rarely, if ever, ends well. But this time, because we do have J.K. Rowling associated with the production staff, maybe it'll be okay. The real question here, though, is for HBO Max, if you want to pay for the Harry Potter name, but you don't want to make Harry Potter, why don't you just make a new wizard show? And please leave the classics alone. All right, listen up. This is just a clip. If you want more clips, hit like and subscribe. If you want the full episode, all of the news, all of the rage, all of the general nerdiness, then you need to go to the main channel, which is Generally Nerdy. That's where you will watch the whole show. You have your orders. Now go do it. In other HBO Max news, we have a new series being developed based on the Conjuring franchise. I'm sure all of those jump scares are going to translate just as well from the big screen to a phone screen. Come on, guys. Black Mirror creator Charlie Brooker has announced that he has a new non-Black Mirror series in development over at Netflix. No announcement on name or anything like that, so we'll be keeping tabs on that one because Brooker is always a win. And then rounding out regular ass news is the video game Life is Strange is getting an adaptation over at Amazon Prime Video to be exact, because every video game must eventually die a horrible, horrible death getting adapted to a new series on streaming. That brings us to our suggestion for TV this week, and if you're not watching this, then that is definitely something you need to do, and that is Alien Earth. Noah Hawley is a genius. He's the guy that brought us the Legion TV show. He was originally supposed to bring us a Doctor Doom movie, but that fell through. And then he was going to do an Alien movie, which also kind of just evolved into Alien Earth. He's also the guy that brought Fargo from the movies to the small screen. So he is some sort of strange and unique mutant, and we need to celebrate him because this might be the best thing he's put on a screen in front of your face ever. I cannot state enough. I've honestly only watched the first 2 episodes, and I will put them right up there with the first 2 movies. They are that good. And episode 5, I hear, is approximately a proper movie in the series as well. So you're getting a twofer with this one. So go watch Alien Earth. Noah Hawley is the showrunner and just can't do anything wrong, I think. Thank you very much, nerds, for tuning in. If you want to level up your nerdy, geeky, pop culture knowledge, then don't forget to subscribe and do all of the things. Go check out the main channel, Generally Nerdy, for the larger portion. Again, you get all of the sections into one convenient video over on Generally Nerdy. The name of the show is The Week in Nerddom. Thank you for checking out this clip. We will see you next time. Before we go, though, always remember that if it's generally nerdy, probably here.